So tonight, we're going to be showing one of our award-winning films, starring Alberto and Selena Hoyes, and we're also going to, and that's called One Last Tango. And the director came all the way from New Mexico tonight to be here with you guys tonight, and that is Ricardo Obregón. He's the director, and with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and Alberto, Selena Hoyes, and Ricardo Obregón.
Gracias. Bienvenidos, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Oh, good. The lights here, they're just, I couldn't see out there. Welcome, and we're really excited to be here this evening. Quickly going to tell you a synopsis of the movie. Basically, you're about to watch a movie that is a love story that's told through music and dance. And then after that, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about the making of the movie. And then we're going to also open up for answers and questions, and then we have a surprise for you at the end. Is everybody ready? Yes or yes? Yes! Okay, then, at this time, enjoy the movie One Last Tango.
This is a very nice film. Whose idea was this in the beginning? All your idea? And what made you think of something like that?
Well, the original idea was actually a music video that I had in mind for before I went to school for film at Full Sail at the university, and until it just came about, where the story kept building and building. Of this love story, this tragic love story, where a guy goes to a club and sees a woman, and they just meet at the dance floor, and they just start dancing. No words, no crappy lines, just straight dancing, in which they let their souls talk. And I thought that was a great idea because I was listening to music like techno and rock, and I just thought this idea. Until just build and build and build into our final project at school, and I just like, well, let's do this. And so I just wrote the script with no dialogue, and it got picked, and we pitched it, and they all loved it, and we just filmed it.
And how hard was it to find Alberto and Selena for this film, and the other young lady that was also wonderful?
Pure luck. Pure luck. The other lady, which her name is Melissa Knight. We found her because the other student was married to her. So we're like, well, she's a dancer, well, let's grab her. And she was great. She's a wonderful dancer, really young, and she just loved to be aboard. And these two, we met by pure luck too. Our casting director just happened to stumble upon a name and a number. I gave them a call. They said, well, we'd love to tell us a story. That they basically loved the story from the beginning because I believe it was based on a true story, which I never knew. And they contacted us, and we agreed, and we just came together and started doing this film.
So what did you guys think about it? And was it difficult to get in those characters for you? the moment he told you a story, was it like, oh, I gotta do that, I know exactly how I'm gonna do it, or did you have to have a lot of direction?
I think what was interesting is when he came to us, he said, we're looking for a couple to play this role that's maybe about 20, 25. And we're close to that, but a little beyond. And we said, well, you know, 20, 25 years old, you may not have gone through quite the drama that the script was calling for. And it just so happened that it was kind of a little mimic of a scenario in our own life, and with Alberto and his ex, and it was very, very similar to that. He can elaborate as much as he wants on that. And so it wasn't easy to get into the character. I think it was just a replay of, you know, some of the feelings and emotions that we had experienced in our life. And yes, there were some differences, of course. However, I think that, you know, when you have experienced something of that nature, it's easy to flow with that. And when they were directing it, they were so absolutely wonderful to come up and say, you know, I'm looking for this expression, or I really want to see more of this. And so whenever we weren't really giving them what he had envisioned for the script, they literally pulled it out of us and said, you know, try this angle and think about this. And so, you know, being students, they were fantastic at really pulling out the look they wanted. So we give a lot of credit to them for being able to, you know, supply those feelings and emotions that they wanted to see. They were so clear. They were so clear on what they wanted, and it made it much easier.
And Alberto, what do you think?
Well, there were a couple of things that got me really excited about it. First, I can relate to the movie, number one. And number two was the fact that, you know, with the work that we do, we always like to do and empower and inspire the Hispanics to be the best they can be. And this crew, a good majority of the crew were all Hispanics. So that was really exciting. The directors, the writer, the guys that were filming, the guys who were editing. So we were excited to see that, you know, here's an opportunity for the young Hispanics to shine and do something really good and show that, you know, we are out there doing something positive and to better. I mean, when we went to the actual film festival or their graduation, what was amazing was out of all the movies that they showed, this was the one movie that was inspiring and people enjoyed the difference where all the other ones were about violence. And here, coming from a Hispanic group, they came up with something. It's a love story, and the ending was beautiful. We were really excited and really proud and really enjoyed working with these guys. They did an awesome job professionally.
And don't misunderstand that there's not violence in the tango, because if you miss on one of those ganchos, the kicks between the legs, it can be very violent to some parties in the couple, okay? So, but there's no blood and guts, okay?
Yeah, no, a lot of times the difference that makes is it takes your voice from here to here. So you have to be careful of where those kicks go.
I'm sure everybody's going to want to know this. How long did it take you to shoot the whole thing?
Well, we had a time limit for one thing. We had 2 months, one whole month just for a pre-production, just to get things ready. And the other month, we just had to film it. And it took 2 months, but they were 2 long months, especially the first month when we were with them, me and the other director, Tricia. We were with them for days and days and days, weeks and weeks and weeks, trying to get the choreography done, trying to get the story done, and the whole crew, which I give props to and a great thanks to the whole crew of this film. I mean, we're all students in this film, but we really wanted to do a good job, and we did a hard job. I mean, they gave us in charge of everything. We were in charge of everything. We had to get things done ourselves. We had to find them ourselves. We had to get the cameras ready ourselves. We had to get the planning done ourselves.